Hey team, just wanted to hop on and talk about how to make the most out of the Onward program. So most of you guys are hopefully all set up. You have the app, you have your workouts or they're being made. Your nutrition is logged on. Hopefully it's been explained to you that we focus on the maintenance to start off with. How that helps is that it gives you the most calories and protein to help you get into the gym, have great workouts, recover from it, and implement the training. So we want to make sure that you have the energy to do well as to feel good enough to go in and do these sessions. We want great performance because we want to do our best in the gym, which makes us give us a better opportunity to build the muscle. And obviously more muscle means better composition, means burning more calories at rest. So God, I had this conversation. It's like when you have a holiday or if you're ill or injured, that muscle in there, that's not going to just disappear. It's going to stay there. It can hang around for months, and there's like an extreme circumstance that the muscle leaves, but that muscle is actually going to stay there and help you burn calories while you're not training as much. So when it comes to holidays, when it comes to missed weeks, and God, people struggle, like worry about missing days. Like when you miss weeks, your muscle's gonna be there that needs to burn calories to stay there. So you're actually gonna have those protein muscles kind of helping you with your metabolism when your training is quiet. So it's so important to get the ball rolling of being fueled right and training hard and pushing yourself. So you've got your program, you've got your nutrition. It'd be great to set some goals and habits. Obviously, everyone's going to be different. Most habits, everyone will hopefully have a water goal. You should be on 2 liters minimum. If you feel like you're quite active, then we're looking at doing like 3 to 4. This is definitely for those guys that are having creatine. You need to make sure that you're hydrated. When you've got your water, then it'd be great to get some habits in. So you're looking at your step goal. If you guys are not getting many steps now, so I'm saying sub 5k, that is something that needs to implement like soon. And I would see that as a bigger win than hitting more sessions in the gym. If you can hit 2 to 3 sessions a week but hit your steps, that is a massive win, because the active day is more important than the really active hour. Yeah, that makes sense. So getting those steps in, and steps can look different. Steps can be parking further away or moving more or going to the shops, and obviously you're going to be more active if you had to walk around Tesco's a bit more or had to walk somewhere. The learning path of increasing those steps is going to be, you're going to be looking for opportunities to get them. So that is telling you to get away from the desk. It's going to tell you to get away from parking really close to the shop, or I don't know, like when you want to socialize, which is very important, like you want to meet up with friends, those socializing events involve going for a walk, going for a stroll, going down the fields, anything like that. You guys that have dogs, you do it because you have to. So I want to get that mindset where it's like, okay, cool, let's find positions where you can put yourself in, like, it's not me telling you to do it and it feels like a chore, it feels like you have to do it. Like if when you meet your friend, it's with a walk. If you need to go to the shops, you could walk to the nearest one. Like little things like that. But that is something that you will learn along the way, and that is what Onward's all about. It's kind of, we don't want to just be focusing on a 6-week block or a 12-week block. We want to think about Onward. We want to think about after you finish those things, and even like moving on to years or 5 or 10 years from now. Okay, we want to be active every day, and the steps is the easiest one that you can focus on. Something else you can do with Onward is checking in. So you guys, Onward is like my VIP package. So you guys are on, what I want to say is I'm offering as much as I can to you. I always have a weekly fight with myself that I could always be doing more, and that's my battle to do. If there is anything that you think I could be doing, then let me know. It always helps me. But no, check in. Fill in your check-in form. It should be on there once. It should be Wednesdays, the most common one, but some people ask for different days. It's absolutely fine. But fill in the check-in form. There's questions for you to reflect on your week, and that's why I always ask you to do it on good and bad days, weeks. And when I mean bad weeks, I don't mean like you didn't go to the gym. I mean you didn't feel like the sessions were good, or you feel like like Deck won't worry about that. Because sometimes when there's no contact, I just literally think like, oh my god, this person isn't enjoying the program, isn't doing well, feels like they're alone, and feels like they're not being supported, and all these other things. So then I'll literally sometimes message say like, hey, are you okay? And then I get the whole like, yeah, I'm fine. And it's like, I have no idea. The best thing you could also do is just as much data as you can. So checking in means not so often, but like your body weight, if it's helpful for you, photos, measurements, as much as you can. Data being, if your watch is connected, I can see your sleep, I can see your step count, little things like that. Because I was saying to someone today, when it comes to finding out why something's going wrong, as much data as we can help. Yeah, if your sessions aren't doing well, I'll probably look at your nutrition. If the nutrition's great, then I'll look at your sleep. And if it's all over the place, we need some consistency. Consistency then compounds to good days. So it's making sure that you're not like eating well. Like for example, yeah, if you were eating really well one day of the week and really rubbish, then you kind of think like you wouldn't say, oh well, why am I not doing well because I've done well one day. You'll look at these consistencies and inconsistencies and actually put a thing, you could be able to put a finger on why. And if you don't know how to do that, that's why I love the data, because I can help you, and then I can then say, okay, there's only been a week where, I don't know, maybe you slipped up or you struggled, or you don't know about something, and then the following week you can apply the things that I'm like, okay, cool, let's leave the gym sessions to a minimum. Like maybe go to the gym once or twice if you're used to doing 4 or 5. And I think this week you probably need to focus on your step goal. So many people, there are people that have joined Onward and they are getting their step count up. They're getting their hydration up. People think Onward is like, okay, Deck expects me to go to the gym. Deck expects me to hit my calories on the dot all the time. And it's kind of like, well, no, it's data. Like it's data where if something was going wrong, then at least we can go and find out what made it go wrong. Or maybe you're giving yourself a hard time because you're focusing on everything being right. That actually we could look and be like, well, you're not moving much. And that's very important. Like not just now, but going onwards. I love that I'm reference onwards as well. So when it goes to check-ins, get your check-ins done. I have availability to see you guys, and that's crazy because I work with, I got friends that are online coaches, and a very good friend of mine is an online coach, and she does check-ins, and then when it comes to check-in like back, it is a voice note. So it's just like looking through the forms, and it's just reading the check-in form that I do for your recorded ones. Responding back, okay, cool, you're doing well, okay, this is what I want you to do next week, bye. Okay, well, I've got the availability to sit on a call with you. I can sit down, talk to you like this and chat, and it makes more, I want this to be seen as like I am making more of an effort. I'm here, I want to sit down, I want to chat. God, if you want to just chat for 5-10 minutes, if it makes you feel awkward, then fine. But we get a lot more done when we're talking. We can actually kind of like figure it out. The check-in form is obviously part A. You can fill out your details and say, look, hey, I don't need a talk. Absolutely fine, I get it. But if you want to come to the video call, I've had clients that have come to one every week for 6 weeks back to back, and they've made amazing progress. And it's because we checked in so much, and not just like the minimum. We went above and beyond when it came to the check-in. So please make sure that you are attending your check-in forms, and then book in that check-in. I've got it in a slot when you actually book it in through the schedule. It's 15 minutes. It's allotted to 15 minutes. So it's not going to be any more than 15 minutes. I try my best. As you can tell, I'm very good at waffling. But if you need more time, then we go to that 15-minute mark. I say, look, we're coming to the end of the check-in time. Let's book in another time to chat, because I might have somebody afterwards. or if I'm very lucky, I'm local, and I've actually met people that are on the Onward program and trained with them at the gym, and I've also caught up with them and did other stuff. Like I've actually walked to a client and walked to a client's where they live, and then we've walked from there to their gym, trained, and then walked back. So we did the steps, we did the catching up there and back, and just talked about random stuff. We had a great gym session and stuff like that. So again, it's one of those like, oh, I didn't know Deck did that, but also it's one of those things of like, I've not reached out to Deck and said about things I need working on or are struggling with, or oh, I benefit from X, Y, and Z and all that kind of stuff. As long as it doesn't come along in a way where it's kind of like, Deck, I don't think you're doing enough, or like, unless it's what's the word when it's it helps. So if you're saying it in a way where like, hey Deck, I don't think I'm being supported by X, and this is the first time I'm hearing from it, then you can understand it's kind of like, okay, cool, like I don't want you to be in that position where you feel like I'm not reachable. I have so many avenues. There's the check-in form that I read all of them. There's the check-in video that I will offer to you as well. You can literally chat to me like this. I'm local to most of you, and I will actually make the effort to go out and see you, meet you at the gym if you need to. I am on the WhatsApp group chat. There's many group chats. There's one for just the Onward team, and then there's the one for the Word Active wins. So if you post anything that you're proud of and happy with, it's great to see, and it is noted. 100% is noted. If it's noted, but it's also a learning curve, celebrating your wins. People put on there something that would be like, why are they posting that? It's like, well, that is somebody's win. Like I said, like it's not all about the workouts that you do. It's sometimes I went from 2 sessions a week to 3 sessions a week, or it could be I slept a full 7-8 hours. I've managed to work with family life. Wins can come in different shapes and sizes. So yeah, long story short, again, I've waffled for 12 minutes. To make the most of Onward program, make sure that you are following the training plan. If there's any problems, let me know. Nutrition, get as close as you can. Do your best, especially if it's early days. You might not hit the calorie or protein goal to start off with. That doesn't mean you're failing. That just means, okay, cool, next week we try, or next day we try differently, or we implement something. And I'll notice that on the check-in, and then it's okay, cool, let's start talking about it. Your first check-in for the first couple of months will probably be nutrition related, because it's one of those things where it's eye-opening. The training plan, most of you are probably like, okay, cool, I can crack on with that. But most of the time it is the nutrition that's brought up a lot during the start of Onward program. But this is things we want to implement a maintenance, so the calories and protein that will actually make you stay the same weight, but like I said, will fuel you to get your body to function well and to recover well and to feel well as well. Like if you are in a deficit so much, it's going to affect a lot of things: mood, energy to go to the gym, recovery, and sleep and stuff like that. So that's why it's so important to not just think of a coach as they're going to put you in a deficit, which hopefully you know that I'm not that kind of coach. But yeah, just get your check-ins, check in with me, talk to me as much as I can. Catch up with me. You know what I mean? The best type of catching up I like to do is either eating or going to the gym. So if you ever want to catch up at your gym, or if you would like to come and try a gym that I go to, then get in touch and we can obviously do a session then. But no, like just do a check-in form, tell me, book in on the app. You press that plus button, you see all my availability. I've offered as much as I can. I think there's 3 or 4 days, including weekends, evenings, that I've set aside for you guys to book in and chat to me. Tell me what's going wrong, what's not going wrong, but also feel free to like lighten up the mood with like, hey, I'm actually happy with X, Y, and Z. So give you one of those sandwiches, of course. But no, like make the most of the Onward program. I am here, I'm waiting. I want to help as much as I can. I'm ready to teach, I'm ready to support, I'm ready to get you as much support as I can, and like even start looking, and I constantly am looking at other ways where I can help. So hopefully this video kind of clarifies how to get Onward helping you and supporting you, and also making the most of it. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please leave a like as well. Let me know that you've watched it to the end. That would be also great. And I will see you in the next one.